Hello dear friends of class 10, how are you? We think you are very well with the grace of the Almighty. This is Musharraf Hussain once again in front of you. Dear friends, I think you can recollect it that we were discussing about completing sentence in our last classes. So let us continue it from that class. Okay. In our last class, we discussed some parts of completing sentence. Let us continue it. So, dear friends, take your khatas, pencil, and pen, and necessary things, so that you can note down the necessary and important points, so that according to which you can take ample preparation. Okay, dear friends, we'll discuss today at least 3 or 4 points about completing sentence. Let us continue it. Some of you in the meantime asked me to discuss about conditional, and you know we have 3 conditionals. That is first condition, that is called first conditional, second conditional, and then third conditional. So dear friends, let us discuss about conditional today. Okay, conditional means in Bangla we can say it shortomulok sentence, shortomulok bakya. In Bangla we can say. Okay, and we have 3 conditional. First of all, that is first conditional, if plus present plus future. Then second conditional, if plus past plus would, after subject would, then the base form of the verb. And third conditional is subject plus past perfect plus would have, could have, plus V3, that means past participle of the main verb, then extension. Dear friends, these will be the 3 conditional. And we can assure here that you may have at least 1 or 2 sentences from this conditional in completing sentence. Okay, so it will be very important for you, this portion at least. Okay, so dear friends, try to understand it, try to realize it very carefully. And if you need to realize it again and again, please retain this class as it is in YouTube. Retain this class once again and try to understand it. Okay, let us discuss about conditional. First of all, first conditional. That is number 1. First of all, if, then subject, then V1. I told you that is V1 means the base form of the verb. Then extension, then comma you may have, then subject once again, then shall or will. You have to write it according to the subject, shall or will. Then once again V1, then extension. This is the very structure according to which you have to complete the sentence, which is given in your question paper. Okay, this is the very structure. And let us write an example or a sentence. If you come, comma, then what will be the last portion of this sentence? Okay, I mentioned earlier that first of all subject, first of all if, we have if here, then subject, then V1, that is the base form of the verb. Okay, then extension, we have no extension here, no need that above. Then we have comma, then subject once again. And you have to complete it according to this portion of the structure. Okay, you just complete it. Okay, let us write another sentence. That is, if you come, I will attend the party. If you come, I will attend the party. If you come, I shall go to school. If you come, I will go there. If you come, I will go with you. you can make many sentences. Okay, this is the structure and this is the example here. According to this structure, you can complete the sentence. Okay, let us move the second conditional, that is second conditional or second sentence. Okay, number 2, you can say second condition. First of all, if, let us write the structure first, then subject. I mentioned you earlier that then V2, that means the past form of the verb, then extension if we have, then comma, then subject once again, then would, you can write would, could, then V1, and we know after would, could, should, that is after modal conditional modal verb. Okay, after modal verb you have to write the base form of the verb, then that is V1, then extension. This is the structure of the second conditional. Okay, this is the structure of the second. Let us write the sentence. Let us repeat the sentence that we wrote earlier. Okay, if you came. I wrote earlier come, but I have written now came because we have V2, that means the past form of the main verb. Clear? Okay. We can write a extension here. If you came here, comma, then what will be the last portion? The last portion will be according to this structure, the subject, again, I would attend the party. Okay, this is the last portion. This is the completing. You have to complete it according to the structure in second condition. Okay, first of all I have written if, subject, V2, extension, comma, then comma, subject once again, then would, I have written would, then V1, attend, then extension, the party. This is the second condition. Okay, let us move to the third conditional. Third condition. Okay, let us know. Number 3. First of all, if, then subject, then had. I mentioned earlier that after if we have to write the past perfect tense. Okay, had, then V3, then extension, then comma if we have, then subject once again, then would have or could have, would have or could have, then V3, because we have here or could have or would have, then the verb will be in past participle form. Clear? Then we have to write extension. This is the very structure. Depending on it, you have to write the third conditional. Or otherwise we can say, if we have any sentence from third conditional, we have to write it down following this structure. Okay, let us write an example once again here. That is, if you, the very sentence that I have written earlier, if you had come, if you had come here, extension, comma, if you had come here, যদি তুমি এখানে আসতে, then what will be the last portion? You have to write it down depending on the structure. Then what will be the last portion? If you would have come here, if you had come here, I would have attended the party. If you had come here, I would have attended the party. Okay, this is the third condition. Have you understood? And if we have any sentence depending on or from the third conditional, or we have any sentence like this portion, you have to complete it depending on third condition, because we have been given here some clues here, and I mentioned it in my earlier classes that you will have some clues that is given in the question first, and if you find out that clues, then according to that clues you have to complete the sentence, and that clues are the very important matter. And if you can find out the clues, and if you know the structural method of the clues, then you will be able to complete the sentence correctly. Okay, this is the very point you have to be clear about it. Okay, so dear friends, we have discussed here three conditionals. I would like to repeat it once again. That is, first conditional, we have written here the first conditional, if plus present plus future. Then second conditional, if plus would, could, should. Then V1, if plus past, if plus past. That means after subject you have to put the past form of the verb, then extension, then subject once again, would, could, should, then V1, that is the base form of the verb, then extension. This will be the second conditional. And the third conditional, that is if, then subject, then had plus V3, that is extension, that is called past perfect tense. Then subject would have, could have, should have, and the past participle form of the verb, then extension. That is the third condition. Dear friends, we have discussed all about three conditionals. I think you will be very benefited from this class, and if you be so, and that will be the beneficiary of the class that we are continuing it for the earlier of the years. Okay, dear friends. So dear friends, let us close for today. The more structure, more rules will be in our next class. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.